Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this butterscotch cake. So join me and see how I made this. So what I'm going to first do is make the praline. So I'm going to add to the pan 4 tablespoons of sugar, granulated sugar. I'm going to let it heat up until it melts. I was going to make the praline with cashew nuts and almonds, but I can't seem to find my almonds, so the cashew nuts is going to have to do for now. So I'm on like low heat. Let the sugar melt. As you can see, it started melting, and I'm not going to use the spoon to mix it. You don't want to burn the sugar either. So as you can see, the sugar has melted, so I'm going to add in a tablespoon of butter. Mix it in with the sugar. Now we're going to add in the cashew nuts. Such a shame I can't find my almonds. Now that that's been mixed in, we're going to get the heat off. I'm going to take it to pour it onto our greaseproof paper. Spread it evenly. And you're going to let it cool down. Now it's cooled down, I'm going to chop it up crush it basically into little pieces. So if I haven't mentioned that, I'm using that for the decor after I finished making the cake. And now that is what you're going to end up with. So we're going to put that aside, and we're going to start making the sponge cake now, the fluffy sponge cake. So now in a bowl I'm going to sieve 2 cups of all-purpose flour, so it gets rid of all the bubbles. And I'm going to sift 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now I'm gonna set that aside and do the milk mixture. So in a pot, I'm gonna add in the milk. And with the egg, with the milk, I'm gonna add in the oil. And I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of butterscotch syrup. Now I'm gonna set that aside. So now in a separate pot, I'm gonna add in the 4 eggs and 1 cup of flour, sugar, sorry. And give it a quick mix. So now I'm gonna add it to some, put it on to cover, boil it on top of some water, boiling water, and you're gonna continue to mix it until the mixture is warm. Don't stop mixing it. Now that it's warm, you're gonna turn off the heat and get it off the stove. And now you're going to whisk it in high speed until it becomes a smooth, fluffy, creamy texture. Now as you can see, it's gone super fluffy. So now what we're going to do is, now I've transferred it to a bowl now. So now I'm going to add in the flour and I'm going to sieve it again. So now we're going to mix it in that folding motion, and you're going to mix it until there's no more flour left. I mean, you can't see no dry flour. You're going to carry on. It's going to take some time, and you're going to carry on just folding it in until it's gone really smooth and you can't see any flour. As you can see, it's fully blended now. So now we're going to add in our liquid mixture, the oil, and you're going to do the same, folding it in until it's super smooth. So now I've got 2 9-inch cake tins here. You can use a whole one and cut it in half, but I'm using 2 separate, and you're going to divide the mixture in half in both tins. I put grease-proof paper in the tin so it can easily come out. I've preheated the oven to gas mark 180, and what you're going to do is, once you do that, you need to bang like that so it doesn't have too much bubble after it's baked. Now we're going to put it in the oven for about 35 minutes. So now whilst the sponge is being baked, I'm going to make the whipped cream. So I'm adding there 600 ml of double cream and 2 tablespoons of butterscotch syrup. And I'm going to whisk it until it forms into a thick cream. And this is the consistency you want, really thick. As you can see, it's halfway through the cooking process and they're rising up pretty nicely. As you can now see, the sponges are done, and one way to test it is get a toothpick and dig it in. If it comes back clean, that means it's done. So turn it off. So what we're going to do now is flip it. Actually, what we're going to do now is go around the edges to make sure it's not stuck, and it's not really. And you're going to flip them over. There you go. That came up quite easy, didn't it? And we're going to let it cool. And I'm going to get the greaseproof paper off. I'm becoming a pro at this. Swear down. So now that the sponge have cooled down, I'm going to cream the center. Should have used so it's very thin. I should have used a thicker baking tray, but that's all I had. And guys, I'm just a beginner myself. Now I'm going to drizzle it with butterscotch syrup. I don't like anything too sweet, so I'm going to keep it pretty light. Now I'm going to put the second layer on top. So for the exciting bit and very messy, with the remaining cream, I'm gonna cover the whole cake up. Look at that, guys. I'm feeling so proud of myself. So now for the best bit. Remember the praline I made? I'm going to sprinkle it all on top of the sides. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the sides yet, but we'll get there. We've managed to come this far. Just about managing it, flip it a bit and oh my god guys, look at this butterscotch cake. So please comment, subscribe, share and hit the like button please, and until next time, bye.